You don't say.
Yeah, so no.
Sometimes things really work out, don't they?
Yeah, YouTube really cracked
Came in
down on
clutch
the-
for. Hey, you know what? We wouldn't have been able to play it on YouTube later anyway. So.
That's true. It would have been marked as copyright. So, hi, us. Hello.
Oh my god!
How are we doing?
Glad that made it out of record.
Yeah.
Forgot your sunglasses again, eh, David?
No. I always now have a backup pair here, ready to go. Thanks to you guys.
Oh, damn it!
Didn't realize we were doing a sunglasses episode.
I didn't realize I was setting you up to own me.
Yeah.
I'm flabbergasted.
And now I'm going to take them off because history has shown us that the headphones is going to squeeze them. It's going to hurt my head. But I have them.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry.
Last summer, baby.
Oh yeah.
Catch me not strapped.
Does the sunglasses ever make your face sweaty, or am I just a very sweaty guy?
No, I
Guess
don't
it
think
depends
sunglasses.
how big the sunglasses are.
You know what?
No,
I think I
real
just
big
heard
ones.
something, guys. I'm sorry if we'll have to edit this out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sure.
Sorry. Not a bit, by the way.
Okay. Sunglasses don't make my head sweaty, but my hats do.
Hats make your head sweat? Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because
I don't have hair.
Yeah, the hair is almost acts as the anti-friction.
Exactly. Yeah.
That kind of well, beanies work though, right?
Yeah, I like beanies. Beanies are good.
Yeah.
Beanies are good. They keep my head warm, which is not. Which I guess is the point. But they don't like over sweat it, which you would think would be the opposite because like a beanie is like a lot thicker than a hat. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the material of a hat, whatever that material is.
Do you think if you wore a toupee and then a hat on top, it would
It
help?
would help
prevent
them, maybe.
some,
But then I feel like the toupee would just get all sweaty.
yeah, you kind of.
You just have a winter toupee. You don't.
It comes with the hat pre-installed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how you guys been? How's your weeks?
You know, it was okay. You know, for the first time since I want to say before the pandemic, I was a little under the weather. The beginning of this.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Beginning of this week, got a headache. You guys ever take a picnic? You guys ever gone for a picnic?
I don't think like maybe once with like an ex or something.
Okay.
One picnic. One.
You're a picnic fiend.
I don't know, man. I like going.
Brother, every weekend's a picnic.
Sitting in the middle of like grass area and eating food just doesn't on the ground just doesn't seem appealing.
Dude, I disagree. Girlfriend Lizzie and I went up to have a picnic. We had basically a plowman's lunch. We had the bread, the cheese. We left the onions at home. Because they attract the geese, you know.
Onions?
I didn't know. No.
Oh my god!
Do tell.
Like flies to honey. It's you have a cloud of angry necks just slapping at you.
Sure.
God.
Sure.
But this picnic was very nice. It was on May the 4th, but it presented me a question I wanted to ask you guys. Since it was on May the 4th, there was like some, like welcome gate or whatever. We had to interact with someone before going to this park. I think maybe it's a state park or something. Anyway, the welcome gate lady said happy May the 4th and gave us Star Wars stickers. And there was a character I didn't recognize. And I felt embarrassed.
Yeah, welcome to Star Wars in 2025.
Okay, do you guys know it's an astromech droid? It's an R2 unit, but it has a lightsaber?
R4? R9?
It's not Chopper, right? Chopper is sort of the
yeah.
Chopper?
Yeah, have you heard of Chopper?
Like,
no,
I think it's Chopper. I think the one where he like has all the weapons and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little
looking it up.
little deviant miscreant.
Yeah.
Oh no, Chopper.
Damn,
Chopper got into all the flour, and now he's
it's kind of a war criminal, really.
Got into his stickers. Is that him? Is that who you're?
That's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, it was an orange one.
Yeah.
Chopper.
Yeah,
he's
a
rascal. I think he's in a Lego set, or they made a Lego set of him.
He's more into toppling Lego sets down and
for sure
setting fire to them. He's ethically dubious.
Yeah.
I, however, got, of course, the Cantina Band, my boys.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bafflingly, they wrote that as a subtitle at the bottom of the sticker. It says "do do 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 do." But if you don't know who that is, they're like,
Yeah.
"This is the do 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 do
If you don't
do
know-
guys."
If you don't know the tune, then you're just like, what is this?
What they're playing Jizz, right?
Yeah, well, now
So, David,
they've-
have you heard of this?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
and they're trying to say it's like, no, we call it galactic, ambience. No.
No,
George
no,
Lucas
no.
called the genre of music jizz.
You need to get that
Star
out
Wars
there.
jazz is called jizz.
Yes.
And speaking of jizz,
Everything. Everything.
You're killing it with the segues today, David.
Everything.
Is everything
Everything.
is everything
Everything
is
is everything.
everything
Everything.
is everything
Everything.
is everything
Everything is everything.
everything is everything
Everything.
everything
Everything is everything.
everything is
Everything is 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 everything is
is everything. Is everything. Is everything. Is everything. All right, well, let me get into this because it's time sensitive. You guys know I've been exploring some new treats and stuff. I don't know what's going on with the pregnancy residuals nowadays, but
I think you're just fat, man.
I must be, but I'm just hungry all the time. I'm just starving, and Nadine's like, I'm hungry, and I'm like, I'm hungry too.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Nice.
But anyway, you guys heard of Pop-Tarts, right?
That seems like a smaller Pop-Tart.
It's the Japanese
It is a
band,
little
right?
bit of a smaller Pop-Tart, and it's because
Or David has grown.
it's a Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich.
Oh
What?
my god.
They have Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches now, and it's Pop-Tart ice cream and then Pop-Tart, and it's like it has the filling and
God.
everything. So it's
How has it taken this long?
right?
We're living in the golden age right now.
Feels like David just invented it in front of our eyes.
He kind of did.
He
With a
just
little
captured
melty.
it.
Because it's been out of the freezer for a few minutes, but it's fantastic.
What flavor you got there? Is that chocolate?
This one's the brown sugar cinnamon.
Oh, I love brown sugar. That's one of my favorites.
You can see the filling and the ice cream and so
Yeah.
they got the classic strawberry, they got the chocolate fudge, and then they have the brown sugar cinnamon.
Oh.
There we go. Get out of there.
Oh.
Yeah.
You ever just put it like a regular Pop-Tart in the freezer?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are good.
That's good.
I might like a frozen Pop-Tart more than a heated Pop-Tart, if that ain't too weird.
I think I agree. The crunch is
All
there.
right.
So yeah, you guys go ahead with your thing while I finish this. But
This is another.
we
I'm
peaked,
so-
guys. I don't know.
No, yeah. Enjoy your 7-minute everything is everything episode. We
Yeah.
need to go buy ice cream. God, that is incredible. That is, sometimes I'm just playing along and it's like, yeah, that bow does sound nice. But for now,
Yeah.
hey, those are good.
Ice cream. Yeah, fuck you, David. This Pop-Tart ice cream, though. Oh my God.
You're on to something. Plus, I'm drinking a hot cup of coffee and it's boiling in my house. I
Oh.
haven't turned on the AC.
You're
I'm like,
having a
oh, Jesus.
4 p.m. mud, Chatwin? Good Lord.
Brother. Yeah. You got to hit it early for the
Oh
next
my
day.
Gosh. You're that much of a rise and grinder. You're
Yeah.
starting the
Gotta keep it
afternoon
going.
before.
For sure.
God, are there other flavors for that, David?
Yeah, just listed them: strawberry and chocolate.
I thought that was one flavor. And I was,
Oh no! This is just brown sugar. There's the strawberry with like strawberry ice cream in the middle, and then it's got the strawberry Pop-Tarts, and then there's the chocolate Pop-Tarts where it's like all chocolate and chocolate in the inside, and then chocolate ice cream. It's like chocolate overload.
Damn. I'm a little disappointed. It's not the size of a regular Pop-Tart.
You know, same,
If I'm
but at
gonna
the same time,
fuck it.
that would be too much. I think it would be
Too
too
much.
much. Yeah,
It is a thick sandwich.
It is thick, and it's nice that it's manageable, handheld. Because if it was Pop-Tart size, like this melted because it's been out of the freezer for like 10 minutes. But if it was normal Pop-Tart sized, as soon as you start eating it, halfway through it, it's a melted mess. You know,
It's the double-edged sword of ice cream. The softer it is, the more delicious
Yeah.
it is, but the
Yeah.
more messy it is.
With the double edge with the filling.
Indeed.
Also brown sugar ice cream. I don't think I've ever had brown
I
sugar.
had to
ice
cook on that one for a bit.
cream. Really good.
Thank you. I'll see y'all. Good night.
He was really impressed with himself there.
It made me happier than it probably made both of you.
You're just going out on top. You're like, well, not getting better than that today.
Gonna be a good weekend.
Hell yeah. So what else has been going on with you guys? Anything new? Any new updates? Still the mac and cheese guy? Did we leave off on mac and
No,
cheese?
God, no. You know, we haven't talked about it on the pod. I'm flipping hot tunas, baby.
All right.
I got my
Oh,
tuna
yeah.
melts. Got my tuna melts on deck. I'm keeping it very simple, guys. David, I appreciate every good recipe you've given me because one has made me realize, like, shit, David's a really good cook. But
He's got options.
yes, exactly. That's the nice thing about most meals, and especially the tuna melt. But right now, it's just tuna salad, two very, very sharp cheddars on top.
Nice.
Got to be sure.
And nice and toasty. How toasty do you guys like your bread? Because I kind of like torturing these things a little.
I like on the verge of burnt. Like
A little
Like-
black.
no, not black, but like extra brown. Like I want my toast crunchy. Like especially if I'm just having
Gonna
like
cause a mess.
yeah, a little bit. Like if I'm having like just toast and butter, I want to feel that crunch. I want you know? Like a sandwich, maybe a little less toasted than that, but still toasty. I want the crunch. I like the crunch.
Chatwin, same question.
That's a good question. It's a damn good question. I there are sandwiches that I like real burnt like that. A tuna melt is not one of them. I kind of like it lightly toasted, because then you get the bread. You got a little. There's always a little bit of crunch to it, but not black. Like
No, not
lightly
black.
toasted.
Yeah. No,
Not,
no,
black, not even dark brown.
I was
even
just
dark
saying, I like it black. I like it a little.
Yeah.
A little tortured.
That's okay. I don't know. I like it kind of lightly toasted.
I like it when it has like the brown lines on it from the toaster.
Yeah,
You know?
like
Yeah.
panini.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but with the
Panini.
tuna melt, it's like soft. I don't know, almost like the consistency of like a PB and J.
See, I'm the opposite because like the tuna inside's already mushy, so you gotta have crunch. You gotta have crunch. I'm big on texture. Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
I do like it is a full cornucopia of texture. You get the crunch with the bread. You get a
Mhm.
little. You get not totally softness with the cheese, but softer than the crunch,
Mhm.
and then you get full mush with the tuna.
Yep.
And then I put a pebble in the middle just to keep me guessing, keep
Just
me
to
on my
suck on
toes, because I got to remind myself, Oh man, so yeah, tuna melt's good. And to answer your question, David, I did a lazy one night. I made mac and cheese, and I looked up because I have a shit ton of mayo now due to the tuna melts. Can you alternate that for like butter or milk or whatever? And I did. It's pretty good, not so bad.
Not so bad.
Mayo instead of butter and milk.
Yeah, people do that.
Not
People
in-
also do
Not
it
in
on
same
their sandwiches.
quantities. Not
Yeah,
like
okay.
Yeah,
no. It's like one scoop of mayo.
Okay.
people do it on bread too. Instead of like buttering the bread, they'll mayo the bread and use the
That-
mayo as the
for sure, I've heard of that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the mac and cheese.
I've been drinking a cup of mayo every morning too.
I mean, mayo's basically
Keep
just
the
like
bones
whipped
strong.
eggs, isn't it? Like whipped eggs and oil.
That's what playing Stardew Valley taught me. Is that mayo's made out of eggs.
Yeah.
That is like peak white culture when you're putting mayo in your mac and cheese.
Put some mayo in the water.
Yeah,
We
Not
put
too much
mayo in
pepper.
everything.
too spicy.
Good protein, guys. It's good protein.
We got mayonnaise salad
God,
for
it
appetizer.
Stopped your heart.
Exactly. You know what? Got too much heart. Gotta slow some of it down.
Have you tried cooking one of these tuna melts for your lady?
No, I haven't. And Lizzie has said that, I'd like to try it. But I've never cooked, besides making like my mom her regular dinner, I don't really cook for anyone else. So it's like,
Oh.
I have
That'd
the
be fun.
fear. I think my standards for my own meals are very low. So it's like, so whenever I say it's like, guys, made another great spaghetti, and it turns out it's like a big hairball on a plate. And, but hey, I can choke it down. So I don't know.
She's gonna taste it and just be like, "Ow, what the fuck is this? What have you been doing?"
It's a full like fish skeleton on a
It's just
a
burnt bread
piece
and,
of bread.
and like melted tuna, like a crayon. Tuna melt.
yeah, the melt.
This cat dog.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What about you,
Okay.
Chatwin? Any new developments?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I was thinking about our trolley problem,
Hmm.
and I wanted to run over a couple of the questions that we went over
Pun intended.
one more
or-
time. Yeah. Well, let's run through them one more time,
All
if
right.
you don't mind. Dude, either of you have any other? 'Cause just rewatching the episode, I was like, damn. I don't know. I want to hit you with another question.
I was thinking about our answers, and I was like, there's one or two that I was like, maybe I didn't do the right thing there. For one, I would definitely prank that trolley driver now. I feel like we let him off easy.
No, man, the prank was yourself. You pranked
I don't-
you.
I don't like playing myself. DJ
Yeah.
Khaled told me to avoid that.
Fair.
I still
So-
think it was the right move. We would
I
have
do
ruined
too.
his and everyone on that trolley's day, and it was just what
You know, we never consider the driver. He has to watch so many people get mowed down.
I
Very
assume
true.
there was no driver for most of the trolley scenarios. Otherwise, he would just
In this
pull the brake.
in that one scenario, he's just there like, hey, this is my one day on the job.
Yeah.
What would you like to ask, Chowin? You have something
Okay.
specific in mind.
Yeah. So one of the trolley problems was there are 5 people on the track, and your life savings is the one that you would divert it to.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And if we remember from what you guys said, screw your life savings, you're going to run these people over. Partially because
Well,
neither
no.
of you had a large life savings.
No. We said the opposite.
We said because we would not run the people over because we have no life savings.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Right. Sorry, I always get them confused. I just like running people over.
We didn't kill the people, Chad.
Yeah, you did not kill the people. You'd rather the trolley hit the your life savings.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I do want to ask you again, saying that perhaps you did have some wealth. Say you have like $10 million of life savings, and there's 5 people on the track.
Can I be honest?
Please.
Can I be honest? I think morally, I would still want to save the people. And as a bonus added unmoral fact, I would be banking on the fact that this news would get out probably to the public or something. And then everyone would be like, oh, he saved those 5 people. Let's start a GoFundMe or something. And then, like, you know,
a TikTok of the stupidest man who ever lived.
and then they like,
Look at this idiot.
Yeah.
It like divides the nation. It becomes another huge political issue, and like other people are like, "Ah, he's so stupid. He gave up $10 million." And then other people are like, "No, he's a saint. Here, take $20."
David's a fool. Don't donate to him. He
You know?
believes people.
Maybe
So-
one of those 5 people is like Elon Musk or Warren Buffett or something.
Is it worth it to have Elon Musk be a fan of you, David?
Probably not.
On the track.
Probably not. But I mean, I
Okay.
think I'd still like to save the people. I'd like to think I would. But I don't know.
Okay.
Money comes and goes.
$10 million?
Yeah,
That's a lot of money.
it is a lot of money, but what's it going to be worth in 100 years from now? Probably $100.
That's enough money that you and your whole family would be fine pretty much for good. Your wealth
That is
would accumulate.
life-changing.
That's real life-changing money.
yeah.
That you wouldn't have to work again because your money would be working for you.
Killing 5 people is also life changing, like
For them,
It certainly
sure.
is.
Well,
yeah.
for them too, yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
for yourself too. Like,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna live with that every time you spend any of that $10 million. You're gonna hear them screaming.
Think of the Bitcoin,
Perhaps.
David. Think of the Bitcoin. That sweet, sweet Bitcoin.
To the moon.
Just a sidebar. I don't know if you guys saw this. There was like something going viral like a week ago where there was like a competition back in like 2014 or 16 or something like that, and it was like first prize $500, second prize $250, prizes 3 through 10 1 Bitcoin. It's like back then, obviously that Bitcoin was worth a few dollars, but now it's like they
Mhm.
fucking
Damn.
won. If they kept that Bitcoin, they won.
That's the thing, is
God
that no
damn.
one can remember their passwords when they bought them.
Yeah, that's true.
They're trapped.
Well, what about you, Eric? You taking the money or are you saving the people?
All right. I got a cheat code. So after the episode, Lizzie watched it. Lizzie, also dedicated fan of the show. Shout out to our 2 fans.
Yeah, Liz Ussel.
Liz Ussel.
Rizzle?
we don't need a fan nickname because we could give just both fans their own celebrity nickname.
That's true.
Okay, so basically, she said the one thing we didn't really think about is that it boils down to the idea of choice versus no choice. And I'm gonna bungle this, but essentially, with the first question, she said do nothing, and I was like, what? And she was like, well, because it's like, regardless if you save who or kill who, you're making the choice, and if you do nothing, at least it's like, there you'll feel bad, but you didn't make a choice there or whatever.
No, I think we talked about this because
Yeah,
you still
you
make the
mentioned
choice
it.
of omission.
Yes.
You still choose
You
not to pull
defended
the
it.
lever.
No, I omit myself from making that choice of omission. I'm
That's a choice.
I make no choice. No. Ethically, I'm clean. I made no choice, and I get to save my money. So it's just like when they're yelling at me, I'm like, sorry, can't make a choice. It would ethically boondoggle me.
Why?
So,
You want me to what?
That in
I
itself.
can't hear you on the train. The trolley's loud.
Do what with the 10 million?
One of the
So-
one of the answers was, "Do you have a choice?"
And in that case, yes, I did, but not when 10 million's on the line.
Right. So you would take the 10 million.
Yeah,
You
you're
would
just
keep
trying
your
to
life
you're
savings.
Well, see,
just trying to morally
choice that
weasel your
doesn't
way
have-
out of it.
Exactly, because 10 million's on the line.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people get morally weaselly when that much money's there.
Okay,
that's
so I
like
guess
2
the
million a
question
person.
is, I guess the real question is, how much money would it take for you to kill 5 people, or choose to let 5
See,
people
that
die?
That is
that's
tough.
my next question.
Yeah.
And that's one of those answers I don't know the answer to until the rubber meets the road, which I hope it does not.
10 grand.
10 grand, I would feel pretty.
Well, that's how much you.
I'd feel
What was
pretty
it for
low.
the? Well, maybe I should. With the dog shit.
Yes, no, I would eat dog shit for 25,000. Thank you
Okay,
very
alright,
much.
Sorry, it's double.
What about
I'm
what
not a
about 10,
cretin.
what about 10 million versus 5 lobsters? That seems like a much easier choice.
Of course, it's an easier choice.
Or what if they're but if they're blue lobsters, maybe they could sell for a lot.
Oh,
Five blue
yeah.
lobsters,
Okay.
Rare.
all alive at the same time. That's a
So, what about
statistical-
5 blue lobsters and a cat?
What kind of cat?
A regular cat,
A blue cat?
a Persian
Blue
cat.
cat.
Oh, Persian cats are cute.
What are those-
I had a Persian cat. He was a bastard. Oh no, that was a Siamese cat. Sorry. I'm still taking the cat.
Really?
Yeah,
That's-
I think
I looked it up today. Lobsters are like sentient.
Yeah,
Which I think is
obviously
pretty
they're.
obvious,
What do you mean they
yes.
have life? Yeah, they're
Yeah.
living.
But
But
are they
again, like
smart?
UK
Like,
made it official. The UK over there, all those Englishmen said that they're sentient, so they're somehow protected in captivity or something.
yeah, I mean every life
like
is
they feel
sentient.
pain. It's like obviously they feel pain.
Yeah, I mean, but again, like you're not going to hear them screaming as opposed to a cat just be like.
oh, okay. Did you guys? Because I
Also,
know
we-
it's been debunked, but did you, when you were kids, hear that when you boil a lobster, it screams?
Yeah.
And it's just air escaping from its, like, the carapace of its shell or whatever. But that scared the shit out of me as a kid. The idea of, like, it just wailing as it burns alive.
Yeah.
And it kind of scared me away from lobster for a bit. Sorry, go ahead.
Looking into it today, I'm glad you brought that up because looking into it, lobsters can't go into shock. So they feel utter pain for all of that time while they're boiling alive. So
Wow.
the ethical thing to do, if we're talking about ethics, is that you spear them before you cook them. Because cooking them alive, they can feel it
Yeah.
and they die.
They can't scream, but they'd like to, I imagine.
They would like to. They're screaming in lobster,
Shit.
which is quite tragic.
Probably the first time I came directly face to face with a situation like this was
Thank you.
when we were deep sea fishing, and it was my first time deep sea fishing. This was way back when. Since then I've done it plenty of times, but this was the first time. And get the I don't know if you guys have ever been fishing, but it's a very boring practice until it's time to spring into action. Especially deep sea fishing, because you just cast the line out and then you're just going on the boat and waiting for something to hook. And so we're just chilling there waiting, and it's hours, and we're just laying down whatever it is, and then boom, something's on the line, time to go spring into action. So you jump in the seat and you put the rod into the little slot or whatever so that it doesn't wiggle around and go everywhere. And you're just fighting with this swordfish. All right, it's a swordfish that I was reeling in. And this battle lasted like 23 minutes. And it's just like going down and coming up and going down and getting closer. And when it's close enough to the boat that it finally like gives up, because the fish will just kind of like eventually like wear out of energy and kind of just like float towards the surface. And you're reeling him in. And when he gets close, there's a couple guys on the boat helping you. The guy will grab the line with a gloved hand and wrap it and start pulling it up. And then he says to you, please turn off the cameras. And you turn off your camera because like everyone's filming or whatever. And he takes a little wooden bat and takes up and just beats it over the head until it's dead. And I was like, oh, and it's like, and it's just like done. And I was like, afterwards, I was like, why? We could have just like, we had storage for all this whatever. And it's like, because it's first of all, it's a safety issue because if that fish is flopping around on the deck, it's going to spear someone. Yeah. Second of all, it's the most humane thing to do is just to put them out of their misery right then and there. Yeah. So they're not like suffering and suffocating basically in the oxygen as they on the boat or whatever it is.
A mallet though?
It wasn't a mallet.
Yeah.
It was like a wooden stick.
Yeah.
It was literally just like a wooden bat, like a little bat. And it was like, doo, doo, doo.
Like a cop's bobby stick, basically.
Yeah, exactly. But like a thick, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And just
yeah, those swords on the swordfishes are nothing to play around with. They're like, man, they're sharp as shit.
Yeah, very pointy. Very pointy.
Yeah, pointy.
So yeah, it's sometimes it's best to just put them out of their misery.
Okay.
You didn't like that story, huh?
Well, how's your
that was good. That was good.
You beat any fish this week, David?
Just my own.
Uh-oh.
What have you guys been wearing on your feet
trusted
recently?
near an aquarium.
You guys got any new shoes recently?
Yeah, I did.
Nice, me too.
Oh my God.
Really? What'd you get?
What the hell?
So
It's new shoes, man.
yeah,
You don't have any?
No.
I've been trying to revamp my shoes because like I have a lot of my shoe collection from when I was younger. When I was a young blood, as Chatwood and I were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, young blood. We're using young blood now.
Yeah.
Are you guys that old that you're calling people young blood now?
Well, Chatwood was wondering if it's an offensive term or if
It's
I was
endearing.
like, yeah, it's a little more endearing than offensive, I think.
It is, but I think you still have a few years left. Sorry, David. Go back with your
I don't
story.
know.
Anyway,
I feel like an old blood.
That's like uncle status. You guys aren't uncle status yet.
I'm about to be a father. This is pretty.
Yeah, but that's different. Uncle status.
You guys are about to be uncle status, so
Hey,
as we-
I'm a young blood, damn it.
I don't know, man. So I'm like, no one needs this many shoes. I have like a wall full of shoes. I'm like, I don't need this many
well,
shoes.
you've been collecting them for years.
Yeah, the collection was nice, but at this point, I'm like, even now I wear like the same 1 or 2 pairs of shoes every week.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, time to revamp. And like a lot of Jordans, a lot of
Selling them?
Yeezys. Yeah, I'm gonna try and sell most of them.
Hmm.
But I was like, all right, I need to get something new to wear every day, something hip, stylish, cool, comfortable. I'm not gonna roll my ankle, whatever it is. So
This
two
is gonna
brands.
Take a turn.
No. 2 brands kept coming up. Everyone's like, you got to try Cloud, the On Cloud or whatever, and then you got to try Hoka's.
I've heard of Hoka's.
I
Yeah.
have heard of Hoka's.
Yeah, so I got a pair of Hoka's, pretty good, pretty nice, and I got a pair of the On Clouds. Yeah, I mean like 140, but I mean not any more expensive than all the other shoes I was buying. Anyway.
Sure.
Do you have them nearby by any chance?
Yeah, I want to see them.
Yeah, let me go grab them. They're downstairs. I'll be right back.
Have you I know you and I are both UGG men, right, Chatwin? You have a pair of
UGG?
Uggs?
Yeah. Well, I have the slippers.
The slippers, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have the boots. That's
I
quite the
got the
statement.
boots back in the day.
You did?
Oh yeah, brought them to college and everything.
They're unisex, damn it.
They got a lot of stares and mostly in the good way. I remember peacocking. I would wear them to the gym, and now thinking about it, pretty inconvenient. Now I just have these big. I have to carry 2 pairs of shoes with me to the gym, and
Wait,
my feet are extra sweaty.
Sure. Why would you
Alright.
bring 2 shoes? You wouldn't work out.
Well,
in
I
the shoe?
wouldn't. No, I wouldn't work out in the Uggs. They'd
Oh.
probably fuck up my heel. No,
Yeah.
I'd bring running shoes in my backpack, and
Oh.
yeah.
That's an interesting play. It's a
You
very
know, it's
2010s play.
yeah, I had my big Beats by Dre headphones.
Yeah.
And,
For
Classic.
sure.
back when I was a young blood.
Yeah,
So
that's
these are the-
Hey,
These are
Yeah,
the Ons.
this is nice.
The On Clouds.
cool.
Pretty comfortable. pretty nice.
Ergonomic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It
it's
looks
nice because
sleek.
like very good support. You can't bend them. Good support. So those have become my everyday like wear to work sneakers. Then I got these Hokas.
Okay. Cool.
I like the gradient.
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
the Clifton 10s. Just came out, I think. Very nice. Also good support.
You got some Skechers slip-ons back there?
Not yet. No, we haven't hit that point yet. That's more
Okay.
it's more grandpa status, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or
Gotcha.
like or nurse.
Yeah.
I think the nurses like those.
I'm gonna go get my my new shoes. Hold on.
Oh, all right. Let's see what you got.
Damn. Well, then I float to you, David, the question I floated to Chatwin when you walked away. You had Uggs, right? Did you ever have Ugg slippers?
Baby. I'm wearing them right now.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
I
baby.
used to be a moccasin guy. I had the
Oh,
Ugg
yeah.
moccasins. I loved those. And then I was like, I don't want to like put them around my heel every time, so I got the slip-ons. Beautiful. Beautiful.
It really is life changing.
Yeah,
And you're
dude,
like,
they're
oh, yeah.
so comfy. Oh my god.
The heel is completely optional. If I just stop thinking about my heel, it disappears.
That's true. Like you could just step on the back of it, I guess.
Yeah, except now my heel does hurt, so I guess that's not true at all.
Dude, get yourself a pair of the slip-ons. You'll never go back.
It'll help your sciatica.
It does a little bit. You're like walking on clouds.
Yeah.
I was thinking we're approaching the 1 year mark of my sciatica last year. I'm hoping it comes back for.
We got sciatica, and you're telling me you think you're a young blood? Come on, we old bloods out here, man.
I got sciatica once. That was a test run.
Okay,
No,
go
man,
get it.
sciatica never leaves. It's always with you. It's just
Oh,
waiting.
God.
It's dormant. Mine's been acting up a little bit the last few days.
Oh no,
All right, these are the shoes I got.
Goes to clog.
Showing your shoes and now mine, it is like officially 30 years old. You know,
Oh no,
we're in our 30s.
Oh no.
Brother.
They're
Those
great.
those are the moccasin style. Yeah,
Yeah, they're moccasins.
Yeah.
They're so
That's good,
nice.
Dude, I've been getting into the more of the
Super comfy.
moccasin style.
So worth it.
Yeah,
They're light. They slip on. They're elastic.
they look decently profesh. You could throw on a pair of khakis. With
Yeah.
them.
So
Yeah.
looks good in jeans and khakis.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit,
Jesus.
guys, I need to get some new shoes.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
you gotta get yourself a pair of shoes.
Got to go down to Men's Hardware and Men's
whatever happened to the
Warehouse.
boots?
No,
Men's hardware.
get a wrench as a shoe.
Just gonna get boots. Got boots.
I was thinking of getting a good old pair of combat boots. I just
Oh yeah, that's right. Did you never got some?
I saw some good ones on eBay, but I don't know, never pulled the trigger. I was gonna ask you guys, have you ever sold anything on eBay? Because I found something I might want to sell, and I'm
Couple things.
got a nervous trigger finger.
Yeah, a couple things here and there.
Yeah.
It's been a fine experience.
Yeah.
If you depending on what you want to sell, is it like clothes related or?
It's a book. I have a Twin
Oh.
Peaks book that is first edition, and I thought, well, shit, it's
Interesting.
selling for pretty well, and I thought I'd.
I was gonna say try Poshmark. I don't know if they do books though.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've heard of Poshmark, but I've had a lot of
Yeah.
success selling on Poshmark.
Okay.
But it's all been closed. I don't know about books. Could maybe.
All right, fair enough.
Maybe. But yeah, eBay, go for it. You never know. Or try and find maybe like a local bookstore. Maybe they'll buy it from you.
Ask
the
Pokemon Rob.
Hit a Pokemon Rob.
we're keeping Eric. Edit that out. You don't want to raise his ire.
It'd be hilarious if he's a fan.
He's
We're
Well
not trying to get
connected.
that. I don't want that vampire back in my life.
You got sciatica and Pokemon Rob.
That's
Just always
the
waiting.
proof I'm not a young bloods that I have. Jesus.
Oh, shit.
Well, I got another Charlie question for you if you want.
Yes,
It was
please.
just two. So do you remember the one where the trolley is going down the tracks and it's going to hit 5 sentient robots? Or you can pull the thingy and it'll hit just one man, one regular person, one person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me propose to you this because you
I think
said you wanted to spare the man.
I think I changed my answer now. But yeah.
Really?
What?
I don't know. Just thinking about it more, I'm like, yeah, humans have had their time. This guy might he's probably a piece of shit. I don't
You've been
know.
hanging around Nadine's phone, haven't you?
if
Sorry,
you know.
Ramez, I have a new bestie.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
thought
know.
the AI. So anyway, let me change the let me change the question then, because
Mhm.
we agreed to save the man and kill the 5 sentient robots.
Right.
So say instead of 5 sentient robots, there is a family of robots, like a family of robots, and the guy on the track is a murderer.
Oh, they save the
What do you do?
robots.
You save the robots.
I was already leaning towards save the robots before we
I know.
started
I
this.
did. No.
Murderer of what? What do you do?
Did he murder sentient
Lobsters.
robots?
Let me hear the charge. You know, I don't know.
Lobsters.
He killed lobsters. I've killed lobsters. I have something in common with them.
He's all right. A murderer of people.
Okay, you know, like just a classic shot someone in cold blood type murderer.
Bad guy. I could just like instead of murderer, bad guy.
What color is he?
That's a good question.
Is it a great question? You know what? To move on, I'll say yeah. Let's just kill him. Let's save the robots.
What color
and,
are the robots?
Gray, chrome.
Good answer, Steve. Good answer.
Yeah, no, I think we do away with the murderer. I think we'd say
Okay.
Yeah.
So what if it's just a regular guy?
Still no.
versus a family of robots.
A family of robots.
Like
sentient
you can clearly see this is the mom robot, this is the dad robot.
Yeah.
These are the
It's like
children.
one of those decals in the back of a car. It's like, okay,
Yes.
that one has the little bow.
I mean,
Robots are procreating. What is this? Why does this robot have a family?
no, someone programmed it
I
to
had a
have a
feeling
family.
you'd ask that.
And then, no. Then they could program a brand new family. It's like this is not.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
true. I mean, another.
You're as cold blooded as the robots, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, if these robots
Finally
were
something
built,
in common with them.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, theoretically, if these robots were like built in a lab or something, right? You could just rebuild them, right? Their memories were probably downloaded somewhere, something.
Every science fiction movie I've ever seen will probably disagree with that. That this is some sort of Chappie situation.
Ugh. You know, any lifetime I live in, I hope is not a Chappie situation. This is a bleak movie.
We are on that timeline.
Oh,
I don't know. I think there's enough humans in the world already as it is.
New
No.
human coming
Not-
June
Yeah,
2025.
yeah. Not to be a hypocrite because I'm bringing one in or anything, but
You can,
You know.
we can cut it off here. You know, last one.
I guess when you humanize some robots, it does make the question more challenging.
What would
Yeah.
you say is the most sympathetic robot to you?
Sympathetic? How what do you mean?
Like-
fictional or unfictional? You know, like
Oh.
one that just garners the closest thing to human emotion, human pity, human love, happiness, friendship. I don't know.
The
Is there a
one that-
robot that you think it would be like? Oh, it would be tough to, I don't know, kill. I guess.
Wally,
Yeah, R2D2.
the iRobot robot. After he
Every robot movie ever where the robot becomes alive. You're like
Guys,
Short Circuit. I mean, fuck.
Oh, Short Circuit's. Short Circuit's. That's an ugly ass robot. And
He's
Wally.
beautiful.
God.
I love
This is
that
the most mad I've ever seen Chatwin.
Robot Defender.
I'd say
Short Circuit is a good movie.
I wasn't gonna even wade in that water, but Wally is kind of like he's a little useless, isn't he? You know, what's he gonna do? Rebuild the planet with that one plant? Come on.
Yeah, that's
Sorry
his
to
whole
be.
thing.
No,
Somebody
it's-
needs to watch Wally again.
But he's cute. But he's cute.
He can barely say his own name. He can't even say Eve right. He calls her Eva. You know what?
That's what's cute.
I'm going to be anti-Wally. This is what becoming a podcaster has made me. I'm just.
Oh, no.
I feel like I need to be anti-Wally.
I feel like as the sun is coming
entertaining.
in more too, you're just getting more and more sinister looking.
Kill
So
him.
let
Kill
me
Wally. Okay, sorry.
say there was the technology that they could put your consciousness in a robot and you could live another life,
Uh-huh.
would you do it, or would you let go of this like bond you have with your reality now and die like a organic life form?
No, I think I'd let it go. I don't really want to get old. Like,
So you
I
pick
like
the robot.
I think what do you mean? No, like I don't want my consciousness to live on that
Oh.
like that long either. Like, I mean, I guess I don't know. Like
You
if I
make it-
could like if I was cursed as a vampire to live forever, I think
Yeah.
that would kind of suck, you know? That would just be
Yeah.
that would just kind of suck. It would be
Suck.
awesome, but it also yeah, pun intended.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I had to stop you. I was like, no, David needs to know.
I don't know. At the same time, I do like the only reason I would want either to stay alive or my consciousness to stay alive like forever, or I hope there's a heaven and I can see like everything happening below, is like a little FOMO. Like I just want to know how it all like plays out, you know? Like I want to know what happens. Like
You don't need to watch it. Just get the summary, and then maybe, like DVR, you can go back and watch it if you like.
yeah, sure. Like hit the highlights or something. Like, I don't know.
Mhm.
You can
Yeah.
warn the people that the trolley's headed there in 100 years.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't. I would
like-
watch it, but I would.
Like my biggest fear in death is just like it being just like over, empty, black. Like you know what I mean? Like I believe there's something else after. I believe there's something, but what that is, no one has any idea. We don't know.
Do you
No.
do you find it a scarier thought that you will definitely, absolutely not see death coming, or you will absolutely know when your death is happening?
Like, what's scarier?
Yeah, like let's say one is like, I don't know, some freak accident were to kill you tomorrow and absolutely no one would see it coming, including yourself. Or, I don't know, you got some sort of terrible diagnosis that was accurate and gave you a year and a half to live.
I think I'd rather the freak death.
See, I'd rather
Yeah,
live.
that's worse for others than you, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
it still sucks, but at the same time, there's no real time to reflect on it.
On the other hand, if you like know you have like a year and a half left to live, or like you have a year or something, you can kind of just do whatever the fuck you want, assuming that you are going to actually die at the end of that. You can kind of like go off and travel and spend all your money and do whatever it is, or
Yeah.
fix any regrets or make some new ones, whatever the case may be. Yeah, there's tons of movies on that.
Double
subject.
down on regrets.
Yeah.
keep going.
You see that one clip? I forget what show it's from. I think it's Shane Gillis in the airplane or whatever when it's like about
No.
to crash, and he's like, the like captain comes over the loudspeaker, and let me just find it. He's like, call everyone you love, and he just starts calling people he hates.
Fuck you. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like having that year to... I like the year. Because even... It sounds more painful, obviously. Knowing that like you'll slowly slow down and then... to a
Yeah,
crawl and then die.
Yeah,
Brutal. But
I guess in that hypothetical, we don't know how, what your health is like, where it's like, is it a year of suffering, or is it a year where is the light switch just turning off in a year? in your
it's
body
funny that
still?
you bring it up, is that I found out this morning that someone in the office, their cousin or something like that, their cousin has been in the hospital, like dying on a ventilator for a long, long time. And that cousin's wife was just having a normal day and died making dinner. Heart attack, dead. And now the dude who is in the hospital is still slowly dying. And it's like
Wait, his wife died of a heart attack, and then
his wife, he's just slowly dying.
How did he? How did he get on a ventilator?
I don't know. He's just had health problems or something like that. I don't remember why he's on it, but he's been stuck for months on a ventilator.
Yeah,
And, like he's dying. He's on his way out.
and
So
see,
it's
like,
kind of like right there illustrated
yeah.
pretty vividly this morning.
Yeah, that's weird.
Leaving quickly like that, like just heart attack and dying, is
Versus the
going to be
slowest
really
possible.
it's going to be really hard on the kids, like dealing with everything.
Jesus, God, I can't
Yeah.
imagine.
So
Yeah,
what
that's tough.
I don't know. What now that you brought it up and hearing about it this morning, I think I'll take the long one versus
Yeah.
the short one.
But I've also like just seen like too many family members like just
Yeah,
rot away in the hospital, and it's
brutal.
Just, it's
Also
too
brutal.
sad, and- yeah, it's very. It's
Yeah.
not, it's not good. But anyway, let's cheer
It's
us
a
up.
double-edged sword
We've gone from
with green filling.
Yeah.
dead fish and dead people.
Let's see. Let's check this out.
Sir? I'm gonna need you to go ahead and put that seat up for me.
Why?
Safety protocol, sir. Please, seat in the upright position.
This is for safety?
Absolutely, that's what I just said.
Dude, I'm
gonna
My
skip
hand,
this
you
part.
big elephant.
Dad, okay? Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. It appears we've lost the left engine. Not to worry, we have two engines. This plane is built to be flown with just one engine, and there is no way.
Huh?
There goes the second engine. If you have someone you'd like to call, I would advise that you do so now.
Who would you call?
It's Mom. Listen, I'm gonna have to call Dad. Is Dad there?
Call Desert.
Just tell him I love him, okay? I'll tell Papa you love him too.
Is this Rick's auto body?
Is this Rick's auto body?
This is Shane with the fucking red Subaru. Yeah, you guys fucking suck at your job. I'm gonna come down there and beat the fuck out of you, you fucking stupid bitch. All right, I'll be down in 10 minutes. You get ready. You better start stretching. I'm gonna fucking wear you out, dumbass. 10 minutes. Parking lot. Pussy.
Excuse me?
What? Calling people I fucking hate.
Did you have loved ones to call?
Am I gonna call my wife and kids? Listen to her fucking bitch at me for the last 5 minutes? Fuck that. I'm about to die, dude. She's gonna fuck someone else, like this year. That fucking pisses me off a little bit.
Haley, just a minute.
What are you gonna tell her? Oh! Oh! Nobody wants to hear their fucking mom die. $100 she's putting on Netflix in 1 hour. Actually, fuck it. I'll bet you $1 billion. Call someone you hate. Really fuck their shit up. Give it a shot, dude. God just gave us a gift. Try it.
Convinces everyone to do it.
Haley, put your dad on the phone.
Hey, Mom, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, everybody, stay calm, and we're gonna brace.
How about I relax instead, dickhead?
Do not put that back. Do not put that back. Sir, get that seat up.
Hey, Dave. Fuck you.
You know, I love you, and I knew it from the moment I married you. You'd ruin my life, you dumb bitch.
Remember 07 when I had to go see you in the hospital and you thought I was smiling because I was happy to see you? I thought you was dead.
Yeah, I'm dying.
You
Plane
were
crashing, so fuck you.
Oh, stop going out with your friends. You think
So yeah, that's the bit. I don't know. Every time I think of that, it just tickles my fancy.
Who would you, if there was like a business, who would you call and bitch at in your final moments?
Fucking probably AT&T. Fucking hate AT&T. They're annoying.
It would probably be Cox Cable for me.
Yeah, that's a good.
I wouldn't, you know what? By the time I hit the ground, I wouldn't be able to get
Yeah, you wouldn't even
me-
have anyone.
I would still be on the automated. It was like, nope,
Press 3. Is anyone there? Press
I
3.
need to change my billing quick.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know, man. Flight travel, especially nowadays, seems very scary. My dad is like traveling every week for
God.
work. So like every time he's like, "Oh, I'm on the plane," I'm like holding my breath until he lands. I'm like, "Fuck, shit, just
God.
make it."
Fingers crossed, man.
Yeah, yeah. So hopefully I don't get one of those calls where like, "You were the worst son. Fuck you." Just find out he died.
Do you want to talk to Mom or Sophia? No. I love them. No. Now hear this. Shit, I haven't been on a plane in a minute. The bathroom's gotten any better?
Nope. Although I will say, when Nadine and I went to Thailand, we flew business class on Qatar Airlines to Thailand and business class on Singapore Airlines coming back from Thailand. Two of the best flight experiences of my life.
Very nice.
Really?
Yeah. It was amazing. The seat was like you could lie completely flat. When it was time for you to go to bed, you just tell the lady, "Hey, I want to go to bed," and she came and made the bed for you and like made it completely flat. They even asked us because there was a partition between Nadine and I that could go like all the way down.
Yeah, I saw
And they
that.
were like, they were like, do you wanna make the bed together? We can make it like a one bed. And I was like, nah, keep that partition up. I see it. And I literally like you could partition the middle and the front of you, and like I was in my own little like cube. And I was great. I was vaping the whole time. I was chilling. It was not. It was nice, man. It was really good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Them lay flats are something different.
Fantastic experience. I honestly got a better night's sleep there than I did in some hotel rooms. Like it was really good.
That's wild.
It was really good. Yeah. But yeah, most flights nowadays are just way too expensive, way too crazy. We're going to Greece and Egypt in October for a wedding in Greece, and then we're stopping in Egypt so Nadine's grandmas can meet the baby.
You're taking the baby with you?
And we're
Oh
taking
my
the baby.
God.
Yep.
God damn.
First international trip. So that'll be fun.
Good thing you don't have any hair to lose.
Yeah. It's kind of like a rite of passage for, well, it was at least back in the day for the Egyptian parents, because like I was born in Vegas, right? But I was baptized in Egypt. So within 40 to 60 days of me being born, I was on a plane to Egypt.
Wow.
So
fresh little David.
Yeah.
20,000 feet.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes okay. Nadine's mom is supposedly gonna come with us. I don't know if that's gonna help or hurt. We'll see how that goes. So
we could look back on this podcast and see.
Yeah. Give you an update in a few months. October.
Yes.
David angrily calls us on a
Yeah,
crashing plane.
Yeah.
Guys, it was the worst. It wasn't worth it.
Where's my partition?
Oh shit.
Well, it's the beginning of summer, guys. It's starting to get warm. I will apologize to any listeners, to I guess you guys. I've had my fan on because it has just been god awful hot in here. So
You're good. Can't hear it. All good.
Cool.
It's been hot over here too. I was just showing Chat. It's gonna be like 97 tomorrow. It's, yeah, it's pretty hot. Pretty hot.
You got a pool, David? I forgot.
Nope. No pool. That was a big point of contention when we bought the house.
You sound bitter.
No, I'm happy about
Sorry
it.
for bringing it up.
I'm happy about it because a pool is just a shit ton more maintenance and upkeep and expenses. And oh my god, I couldn't even like imagine what our water bill would be. And
It's basically a boat. It's it is a money pit. You would
Yeah.
have to enjoy that pool every fucking day to really oof.
And the thing about California is, like, the appeal used to be it's 75 pretty much all year round. During the evening, it'll drop down to like upper 60s, but it's usually around the 70s. During the day, 70s, maybe during the summer, it hits like mid 80s, but it's beautiful. But now it's fucking scorched earth 90s, and then we get fucking like 30 to 40 degree winters. So I'm like, the appeal for California has just gone out the fucking window. Like,
You guys are basically Vegas with a beach.
yeah, and it's like the beach is like 15 minutes away. Like, yeah, but we never go to the fucking beach. Why are we here, bro? We're just paying extra taxes for no reason. Fucking hate it. I would move in a heartbeat, man.
You heard it right, California.
Yeah.
Fuck you from
Fuck
the
you.
Everything is Everything podcast.
Yeah.
We would
Cal-
welcome
Santa
you back.
Monica, eat sand.
California versus 5 sentient robots on the track. I'm saving the 5 sentient robots.
That's a baffling diagram. That's a large.
Even if
trait.
they were all murderers. Even if the robots were all murderers.
A family of murdering robots.
Yeah. Saved
Fair.
over this godforsaken state.
Yeah. Open arms, baby. In the cradle.
Come on back.
I know. I wish.
That's all right.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one
day.
Maybe Kid Vid will want to go to college in Vegas at UNLV, and I'll just follow him. Yeah, I'm gonna get a house there. Look.
I don't trust you parking in those parking lots. I'll drive you to school.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Kid Vid here. That'd be amazing.
The flash forward. Are we doing the flash forward?
Yeah. Editor.
We all get hit by a trolley.
Yeah.
It's just me with like a weird haircut.
Chow and I are bald, and you have hair.
Yeah.
Kid Vid is nowhere to be found. Like that was a bad flash forward. God.
All right, guys. I think we shot the shit for enough today.
We talked a lot of morbid shit, but it was nice. And
Got some shoes though.
yeah, ergonomic.
Nice.
Here's a filthy sock for you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that'll get
Yeah.
us some views.
Yeah, that one's
$5
free.
if you viewed that $5 you gotta. All right, guys.
I have to
everything
pay
is-
them. I have to pay them.
Oh, that's all right. We'll edit
So
it
just-
because that's gonna cost.
No. Let's double it. Let me get me in the tank.
You're gonna have to pay
Okay.
$10 to Lizzie and Russell. I don't have to do that.
Wait a second. I don't think my end the episode. What is?
Everything is Everything is an ABD Productions podcast. Executive produced and hosted by David Abdu, Chatwin Cray, and Eric Helling. Video and audio captured by Riverside.fm. If you have any inquiries, please reach out to us via everythingiseverything69@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.